All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, this is kind of like, I don't know, what do we call this? Like, pseudo Golden Week replacement celebration, whatever God Goku and Beerus is. Even before we had entered that celebration, which has been very weak so far, right? We had kind of like a slower period, and I was telling people like, hey, like, link like hot take threads or something like that here that you'd want me to take a look at. And I was like, all right, like preparing to do one for today. Like, if we take a look at some of the videos I did, we did a team versus team. I feel like this is a good video to put up right now. Deborah Beerus at the same time. I like that. We've done kind of like some other stuff right here. Just kind of like some videos to kind of like, I don't know, I guess pass the time until actual things happen, right? This is just summons that went bad. But obviously, like, like some hot takes and stuff. I mean, that's, what we need to do right now. And I saw this. I thought this was interesting. So not a hot takes, but a thread of stuff that pisses me off with Dokkan, and I think needs to change. A lot of people are very upset with the game right now. A lot of it I think is very valid, right? I think like if the alternate arts thing comes up, remember that's I need to see that in game a little bit more before we're, oh my god, it's over. And it's funny. I saw people like arguing about it. Well, I woke up and was looking at Twitter and saw people had been arguing about it. And finally, it was mentioned by someone other than me. Oh yeah, remember what the initial reception to Carnival LRs were, right? And that hasn't really turned into, I think, like some huge damaging thing for the game. And like people start talking about like, oh, FOMO, fear of missing out, and I don't carnivals. Bro, I don't think so. So we'll see what these alternate arts. That's the one that really is just like way too soon to be crying about. Now, funny enough, I think we probably will get a lot more information about those tomorrow in probably like 24 hours or so. Because tomorrow for me is the 18th. There is going to be a maintenance on the 18th, and I would assume the alternate arts will be revealed, what characters it's going to be, and probably some events announced. Maybe an EZA, but I don't know. Maybe not. Coin shop is a mess. Yeah, okay. So having to check one of them one by one for units I could sell. I guess this is an experience that obviously I'm not really going to share compared to maybe like a newer player or something. Like, I understand the point because, like, okay, for Dokkan Festival Coin, limited 15, limited 14, they're all still available in there. But I think they have adjusted it and they've moved a lot of those back kind of like to the bottom. They need to be made into a singular tab after the banner is gone. Yeah, I mean, why could... Okay. Why couldn't they just do that? Yeah, like, right? Like, yeah, like, just... Like, they could... They wouldn't, like, so they're... I guess the thing is, somewhere in the back end, like, they wouldn't be able to flag it that it's like, okay, like, this is now a character once the banner leaves that, is going to trade for yellow coins or something rather than these pity coins. Like, I guess now that we're thinking about it, like, all of this shit should really be taken away when the banner goes away, yeah. It does seem to me like it just muddies shit up for no reason, really, right? Like, is there any purpose to this? Like, not, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so sure. Dokkan needs to start. Okay. Okay. This one is actually a little tricky because we have in a lot of these celebrations, like a lot of people, like me, a lot, like we've told them to split the content up. Don't just drop everything all at once. Have stuff split up. So, like, I promise you, like, this is like, like Geppy or one of these guys would be looking at this and being like, what the fuck? They told us to spread shit out. We did. And now they don't yeah. This one is kind of just like, okay. For Piccolo and Goku, I did really feel that. It was like, damn, it feels stupid. But like, I don't like. I'm just telling you right now. There was not a problem at all. It 0% of an issue with what they did with the God Vegeta celebration. It was a 0% issue. It was like, oftentimes these celebrations follow kind of a simple structure. We'll use June as the example, right? So kind of like the first week is usually like the Dokkan Fest release week, typically, right? Dokkan Fest release week. Well, okay, but it would be right here, right? So this week right here, I think is going to be a Dokkan Fest release week. And then the week after is usually like EZAs and content, right? So here, I think it's going to be 2 weeks in a row of kind of like, you know, EZA week / content week. And then I think probably here is where we could look at potentially a yellow coin LR. And then here would potentially be another like EZA and content week. And then I think this week would be the start of the next celebration, right? It's just, I don't, like, okay, again, I felt like I remember really wishing this character did not EZA 3 days after Goku and Piccolo. Yes, but again, there's literally nothing wrong with this. I'm sorry. This is where people are just like kind of like looking for shit to complain about. Not Liliana in particular, right? That's what I'm saying. But just like because I did see this complaint a lot, and people are freaking out. Oh my god, like it's. There's also a direction I could take this that I don't know if I want to, but like, bro, like listen. Like, not everything needs to just drop second one, right? Like, it's the celebration happens. We've had this happen now where, you know, it's like the Saiyan Saga celebration starts, and I just see waves of tweets of, they don't know what they're doing, this is stupid, blah, blah, blah. And by the end of the celebration, we've got a really full functioning team here, right? Saiyan Saga is very effective. But like, it's like what they're going to drop everything the day the celebration starts, and then what happens for the next 4 weeks, right? Like, it's. So, I don't know. I would probably lean towards spreading the EZAs out and stuff like that. I mean, there is, again, the normal structure of the celebrations, like the EZA / you know, event weeks, right? Something I've been mentioning in these videos for years now. Like, this is just a non-issue, I think. It is. It is. It's just people just have to have more patience. That's it. That's it. Okay, let's see this. Writing this after the crossover red zone dropped. Why haven't the EZAs dropped with the fights? Okay, this is not like... We did ask them to spread the content out. Like, I don't know. To me, this doesn't really feel like so much of a thing. It's just like, I don't... Like, everyone just wants everything instantly, but then we also want to complain there's nothing, and then it's... I don't like. There is just no solution at all. I feel like this is fine. The problem is that it's content that goes away. That's the issue, right? The fact that the RE content is just poof and it's gone. That's our problem. Let me look at this. It's a day of waiting. We had to wait nearly a week for the red zone alone. Yeah, but they're spreading shit out again, which we asked for. So. I don't, and you're talking about data download should have been on Sunday. They typically don't do stuff on the weekends, right? Like, it's not, it's, I mean, I guess they announce stuff. Like, usually for me, it's like Sunday when a lot of shit can get announced, but like, you'll never see like banners and shit dropping on the weekend, right? I feel like, I mean, this is, of course, I guess I am stupid because like, I do realize like, you know, people aren't, how do I word this? Like, I want to word this like at 100% humbleness and then like 0% dickish, right? Like, I'm outwardly saying this before starting this. That's like I'm looking for 100% humble and 0% dickish. But just like, you know, like I'm the one who's like obsessive and like super following close like these days and stuff like that of when characters would drop, when EZAs would drop, structures of celebrations. I do feel like I see stuff like this and I see, you know, players are just a little bit more casually like, oh shit, you know, shit's dropping, EZAs are dropping and stuff. But I don't like these last 2 points. Like I get it, but like this is not actually like huge things. Like it really is just like, like, no, I want everything and I want it now. And it's like, I don't. And look, here's the thing, everything and I want it now, and then we just sit there and spend 3 hours doing all the content and then say there's nothing to do, right? That was an infamous thing that players were doing in 2023 Dokkan, 2024 Dokkan especially, global players during the 9th anniversary, which many consider, I mean, at minimum like a top 3 celebration ever, something like that, right? And many global players at the time were saying there's nothing to do. After like the content drop day happens, they spend 7 hours straight doing all missions and everything, and they go, "There's nothing to do." I just spent 7 straight hours though, right? So, all right, these two, nah, I don't. This is not like actual like major issue stuff. I don't think. Let's see what this next one is. Okay, yeah, okay. So, boom. Yup, here we go. Now we're getting into the good shit. Yeah, this I do think is a problem. There's no reason updates should drop earlier on JP than global. I agree. And you know what's funny about this? This is so funny. Because I feel like I'm actually the one who was the most vocal about this, right? A while back. I will always reference it. I mean, forever, I've always thought, like, what if we just have everything drop at the same time on both versions? Not exactly rocket science, right? But the day for the 10th anniversary when they implemented like the, what we called the Dokkan 2 update, right? And it was only a 1-day delay for global, but like, I'm very excited. I love Dokkan. I'm like, checking out all the new stuff. And I'm looking at my chat and it's like, people are bummed. This is tomorrow for global, right? I thought like, that just sucks. That sucks. That's a shitty feeling, right? Like, it's like that. Not having that happen is what we should want, right? So, again, with my very important limited window where I got to talk... Hold on. Okay, here. Had to bring it up. I had to bring it up for the video. So there's me, Geppy, Amatsu, Ken, right? I was able to have like a real big boy sit-down important talk with them, right? So, in this window where it's like, okay, like I did not know at the time that Geppy was going to become the big boss, by the way. I did not know that. But I did mention this when I was with them. I did. That I thought things should be dropped at the same time on both versions, right? I think updates should be the same. There shouldn't be JP first or global first. There shouldn't be exclusives for either versions. Characters shouldn't be different. I think it would be the best if everything was the same for both versions. That is what I really think. And I told that to him. I did. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't know why they delay it. So I don't buy this quote people have been saying about how they release on JP first because there's a game-breaking bug on a small region drop. I don't know. I just feel like that's like kind of like nonsense, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not Mr. like super technical with like the back end of like these games and programming and stuff. I'm not going to pretend to be, but like, I just feel like that's cap, man. Like, they could drop it on both versions. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. Sometimes not a big deal. This one, I would argue it's not the end of the world that this one is a little bit delayed. Like, compared to like the Dokkan 2 update, that was something that should have been the same second. The best thing about this update right here is the bulk sell of SRs, Rs, and Ns. That actually is like a legendary buff for the game. It actually is so fucking good. For real. It's so damn good. So like that was what's funny is like this is April 27th. This is before they found out that it was actually this shit ain't coming until June on global. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Again, I am on the right side of history with this, though, because even before now, this has become a huge thing where this update is just randomly delayed 2 fucking months, because this came out in April on JP, and it's coming out in June on global. Stupid. It's stupidity. It's stupidity. That's the only way to call it. I'm glad. Again, I told them even before this happened, way before this happened, I thought that they shouldn't do this. So, yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, this is an issue. And it's like, this one is not the end of the world, right? But, the next one is actually some crazy update. I don't know, like, what's something even bigger that people really want? Like, what if they figure out the secret solution, the magic pixie dust, and they actually cut the game, the app size by like 3/4 or something, right? Boom, all of a sudden Dokkan, the whole app takes up like 4 gigs or something, right? But it's only on JP for 2 months, like that, right? Like that would be crazy. That would be crazy. So yeah, I agree. These updates, they should be dropping at the same fucking time on both versions. But I can't even believe that there will even be people who disagree with this. Like, this to me, it just feels like such a basic, like, obvious, like, yeah, like right, like, what if shit just dropped at the same time on both versions? Man, crazy. I know, crazy. Okay, so nuking leader restrictions should be changed, not removed entirely. Yeah, I don't understand. I feel like it couldn't be too tough for them to just not allow these characters to be leaders. So what they did with the Xenoverse Red Zone was they limited like it to where you could only do a certain amount of damage. That didn't really affect a lot of characters, but it would affect nuking, right? So like, I guess that's fine. It's just, I don't know. I do feel like this point is actually maybe a little bit overblown, for some of these characters. Like, it's like, like, it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, there's no reason these characters should be banned anyway, right? Like, it does feel like it's just such an easy fix to just be like, yeah, like, you just can't run them as a lead, but you can still use them. Like, it is strange, right? Like, it doesn't seem like it should be that tough to do. But then again, I don't know if this is like super mega crazy back end stuff, and I'm not like super privy to those details or whatever. Yeah, limited time content. I mean, it just sucks ass. I mean, we all agree. I don't. There's no defenders for this, right? We all think it's stupid. Assume it's a pressure people for someone for the new unit. I don't know. I saw people talking about. Here's a point I don't agree with. People saying, "Oh, there's so many stones stockpiled in missions, and they don't want to keep adding to that." I think that is hoppycock. I think that's ridiculous. That's absurd. That one, I think, no way. They just want to try and incentivize people to summon for the new unit. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, we know the problem is that it's not like, like Geppy or something like that. It's 50 levels above Geppy, right? Like the board of these companies is like, whoa, we didn't triple our profits this quarter. What the fuck? Right? This happens at like the whole gaming industry and shit, right? Like, we know how this bullshit works. So like, that's it. Like, they're just trying to like test out limited content. Maybe it'll cause people to summon a little bit more, and then the numbers go up. I don't know. This does seem to have been a huge miss, right? Again, no one is happy about this. I can't. I think. So I've told you guys. For me, I'm kind of on the lookout for like once we hit GDC. Now, maybe that's a little bit far away, but unfortunately, I mean, patience is just kind of like what it is. Like, you just have to be patient with shit, right? Like, sorry. Like, but I'm thinking realistic. Like, they hear us. Oh, they really hate it. No more limited content or some shit, right? And that actually kicks in like GDC time, I think is possible. Very possible. That's what I'm hoping for. GDC time. Event goes away. Shouldn't be this way. Sucks when the units these days are catered toward the current fight that's not existent by a week. Well, I mean, it usually goes, what are they usually up for, like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. I'm just hoping that JDC, what'll happen, GDC will happen. All of the limited time content events will all return. Maybe they'll just be straight up added to the big Red Zone and big Supreme Innocent Battle events that are up. That could be good. That could be good. That could be good. But yeah, really, I mean, certainly the content has been a bit off this year ever since they combined all of the Red Zones, right? Which I've never, I never really liked that decision. Haven't liked this. So, I mean, we do need to, enough with the RE content. Let's just kind of like nip that shit. Boop, boop, boop. Get rid of it. And get back on track here. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean, listen, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Us chain battle defenders. Yeah, we're on the right side of history. We could, it's definitely not too early to call it. Yep. Chain battle. No matter what anyone says, I've heard all the laundry list. You still can do one run, and the amount of rewards you get in the time it takes to do one fucking chain battle run, no other content in this game can match it. Even spending money, you're not going to get rewards as quickly as chain battle, dude. And that is a golden fucking fact. Yeah, we sent sucks. The revamp sucks. It's just, it sucks. Yep. Get rid of the same name linking restriction. Yeah, I think that can be. What they've proven they're not going to do, and they're not going to do it, is change existing characters' names. It's not happening. So just completely remove that from your minds forever. But no reason we can't just link with same name characters. Yeah, exactly. I think, boom, why not? Why not? Players want to use 6 fucking fusions and monsters, let them, right? People will have a lot of fun. I think that this would be a really nice update to do, right? Boom. Same name characters now link. If you want to run your team of 6 Vegito Blues, go do it, right? Yeah, I love that idea, actually. Let's just go ahead and do this. This is a good one. Yeah, okay, so this is like, it's like when we talk about limited time content and it's like, oh, limited time content sucks. Like, we're just all like, yup. And now it's like, the Planet Namek Saga Dokkan Frontier, not that good. Everyone is just like, yup. I don't really see much positivity about it. Now, me personally, I do think I still like the concept of Dokkan Frontier. And by the way, fuckers, it's Dokkan fucking Frontier. It's not fucking Frontiers. Okay, I can say this. I platinumed Sonic Frontiers twice. It's right here. Okay? Frontiers wasn't that good to be calling it Dokkan Frontiers. I'm sorry, it wasn't. It was okay. The game, it was alright. It was okay. Okay-ish. This shit was not enough with it's Dokkan Frontier. Iron Cane. Dokkan Frontier. Alright, Frontiers was not fire enough to be calling it that. I am a Sonic fan, for those who are curious. Look. If you guys are, I think Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the first game I ever played when I was like 3 or something. I think. Pretty sure Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is my first ever game. I was like 50 years ago or something like that. I do still have some Sonic games I gotta jump in there. So we did this. To me, man, I think this Sonic Generations might be my favorite Sonic game. I think so. If it's not Sonic Generations, it's Sonic Adventure 2 right there. Sonic Adventure 2 Remake, whoo, my God, they would have my ass up in the air. Twerking for Sega. Please do. Remake Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. God damn, don't you want money? People go, oh my God, why do they remake shit so often? Bro, what do you think? It's just free because nostalgia, like people like me, I go, what the fuck? I love Sonic Adventure. Hell yeah, right? Like that's exactly how that goes. So, okay. Wait, I'm doing a festival run at the same time. I think hold on. But yeah, coming back. Yeah, Dokkan Frontier. Yeah, see, because here, Frontiers stage. No, it's Dokkan Frontier. Sorry, people to us. Yeah, the problem is that it's just Namek. I think if they had started with Boo Saga, especially right as we went Dokkan Festabura into the LR Majin Vegeta and Ancient Super Saiyan 2 Goku, right? Boo Saga had 10th anniversary units, and like I don't know, it just sort of worked really well. I think with Majin Buu Saga, we could have used Babidi's forces as a team. You could use Vegito infusions, Hybrid Saiyans, just Team Majin Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Like Vegeta, like there's just so much you could do with Buu Saga. Whereas like Namek, the problem with this fucking Namek Saga Dokkan Frontier is it's not like I feel like, you know what? They don't do a good enough job of buffing enough characters in some of these fights. So, like, if we go towards the end, so it's like, these fights towards the end, like, they're annoying. So it's like, we're running full Ginyu Force for every fight, right? So it's like, okay, like, the same team, the same team, the same team, the same team. When we look at special cards, it's just 2 units, right? And then special cards, it's 1 unit right here. And then special cards, it's 1 unit right here. Am I crazy? Or should there not be, 3, 4, 5 special units per node, right? Like, I understand, like, like, third form Frieza, not, like, it was only Gohan and Piccolo who fought third form Frieza, right? Because Krillin, shot Vegeta with the blast, and then they was healing, but still, like all of them who were there, they could have actually gotten the buff. That's what they should have did. Right? Like, that's a major problem. Because we're just going through every single fight, like, all right, Ginyu Force, take control, man. Like, every single time. And it's just like, it's kind of lame at this point, right? This, I'm not too concerned about this. Because I think this was a heavy thing people have talked about a lot to them, especially I think at the Community Fest too. I think people were talking about this, like allowing you to use, any type of art and stuff like that. Transformations, all that type of stuff. Yeah. Like, get that on there for the Dokkan profile. That'd be a good thing, right? Because remember, right now you can't have Blue Gogeta as your Dokkan profile pick. How crazy! Blue Gogeta can't be your profile pick, which is so crazy because he's such a huge character, right? This is good. Yeah. There's no reason that you couldn't, like, so see, this is the button to check like the gifts or whatever. There could be another button right here and you could see all the pixel arts you've collected if you've gotten them. Exactly. Yeah, that would be cool because these are fun. You'd love to see all of them kind of like, being able to play out. That's another good one, yeah, because it's like, if you get to level 12 in a month, you'd collect them all or whatever, you have them all unlocked, and then you could look at them. Yeah, that'd be cool. And that could incentivize some players to play a little bit more to potentially unlock those too, right? For sure. The Guru Guide. I mean, this came into the game after I had already, finished everything. It is geared towards new players. I don't know. I'd have to ask Iron. Have you ever used the Guru's Guide? Doesn't seem like it's too useful. It yeah. I guarantee Iron has probably like never even clicked that, right? Like, doesn't even care about it. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, we're all on board. We are all on board. World Tournament is no good. No good. I think the reason World Tournament has not been changed, but like Chain Battle was removed, I do think it has to do with Japanese players. And I think the Japanese players, they like World Tournament, but they did not like Chain Battle. And then I think that, is kind of the answer of what happened with that, right? I think so. Okay. Oh, that's it. Yeah, don't be racist, don't be transphobic. Exactly. Boom. Easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right, guys, so let's see here. Yeah, World Tournament sucks. We all agree. Guru Guide, not really much of a purpose. I like this idea of allowing, a button at least where once we get it, we could look at it or something like that would be cool. Yep, many people have talked about that. Frontier, I still think Frontier would be fun if we were able to use a lot of characters. And again, I think another easy solution is better buffs for some of these stages. Because it's like, okay, so like let me just pull up like the Namek Saga quick. As like I know we just talked about this, so I'm all over the place right here. Here it is, where it is. So, Namek Saga, let's head over there. Okay, so, like, I don't know, some of these characters down here, like maybe this Super Saiyan Goku, or I guess that hasn't been his part in the story yet, right? But I don't know. Like, the problem is that let's do this fucking category, right? Like, maybe, like, this Gohan should have been buffed in way more stages, right? I don't know, this Goku maybe could have gotten some buffs in some stages, right? Like, that's the problem. Like, these Vegetas should have been buffed in, like, every single stage. Like they need to just allow more characters. I hope, like, before we do more Dokkan Frontier, we really have these categories ready. I would not mind if they go, all right, the next Dokkan Frontier is going to be Android Cell Saga. So get ready for a lot of Android Cell Saga releases. And to me, I'm going to say that sounds good to me. That's exactly what's going to happen. That sounds great to me. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, guys. But yeah, coming back. Dokkan Frontier certainly could be better. Same name linking to work. Whis event sucks. Yeah, like an update to that would work. RE content needs to go. This, sure, although again, we are moving into a spot where this is going to be less relevant because there's only a couple of characters that have the Nuking leader skill. I mean, but I don't see why they couldn't just have an update where the characters just couldn't be leader skill units, right? Seems like that's something that could be done. Same time updates, of course. These two, I do think, are kind of like, I mean, what's the Dokkan Twitter term they love? Nothing burger. I do think this and this are kind of just like, nah, like it's just part of the content of a celebration, and I do think it's better if it's spread out. But it also would be better if we wouldn't have RE content and that was staying, and there would be a little bit more content, right? But I don't know. I think that these 2 points they're fine. And then obviously, yeah, cleaning up this coin shop could be a huge thing too. So. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.